Sometimes we're not dealing with graphs at all. We're just dealing with writing an expression. So let's say we have this situation. If capital F of x is the antiderivative of lowercase f of x, and capital F of 2 equals 7, first thing we want us to do is write an expression for capital F of 6 in terms of lowercase f of x. So, first this looks like really kind of confusing and weird. But what we know is we know that we have this relationship, so it's already written out for us. So that means we can write the fundamental theorem. We've got a 2, we've got a 6 in our capital F's, so let's go from 2 to 6. What we're solving for is this capital F of 6, write an expression for capital F of 6. So to get it by itself, we just have to add whatever f of 2 is to both sides. So it should be dx. And we're told that capital F of 2 is 7. And there we go. Another way to think about this is what we did in earlier units, where we said, okay, if we know the value of y when x is 2 for this capital F, we start with that value, and then we add the change from 2 to 6 to get our capital F of 6. And we know that another way to say the change from 2 to 6 is to say the integral from 2 to 6 of f of x. So it's the same thing we were doing a couple units back, it's just that now we're writing it with this new notation. So we can do the very similar thing if we're told to write an expression for f of negative 2 in terms of f of x. And the way that we did this before is we said, okay, we're going to start with the smaller one, so we know f of negative 2, and if we add to that the change from negative 2 to 2, and the integral of the derivative is the change in the function, then that's going to give us f of 2, which we know. F of 2 is 7. I can subtract this from both sides. And that's going to give us f of negative 2. Alternatively, we could also have done it exactly the same way that we did up here, in terms of saying whatever it is that we started with, f of 2, which we know, plus the change from what we know to what we want to know, remember, changing these bounds makes the area the opposite of what it was. So negative integral from negative 2 to 2 is the same as the positive integral from 2 to negative 2. So f of 2 we knew was 7. Like that.